What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about lashes. So basically what I want to talk about is to my fellow lash techs out there, it's going to be all about coming back after all this pandemic is over and everything kind of lightens up, as it seems to be in certain states and stuff like that in the States, and then in here in Canada they are talking about opening things up soon. We just don't know when or what that means, if we can go back to work or anything like that, but eventually obviously we will go back to work. So this is just talking about what we need to do in order to get back to work and how to do it right. So yeah, so if you guys want to see that, then keep watching. As you guys know, we have our own brand. As I've talked about it before, Fowrish Lashes. We sell lash supplies, anything from like lashes, glue, tweezers, any kinds of tools, lash fans, things like that. And a big part of our brand and like what we want to do is a lot of education. We try our best to find great tips and things like that to give everybody, and we know a lot of our lash techs do look for that in brands. So what we do is we try to gather as much information as we possibly can and try to give you as much as we can. So please go follow Fowrish Lashes on Instagram, Fowrish Lashes on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll leave all the and all that at the below. Yeah, so that being said, COVID-19 is a really big deal, especially for those who have businesses. A lot of the times this is their primary income and they have nothing else coming in, and it's difficult. We can't work, we can't do lashes. Obviously we want to stay safe, but we obviously want to lash. But what we want to focus on right now, and we're going to start talking about it more on Fowrish as well, is going back into our lashing routine, but differently. So things are obviously going to change. There's going to be a new normal in society in general, so we obviously have to adapt to that and change, right? One of the biggest things we want to talk about is sanitization, cleanliness, and just hygiene on overall. So one of the greatest things I've done recently is gone and did the Barbicide certification online. It is a free little course that they do, just kind of educating you on what cleaning, disinfecting, and sterilizing is. And then obviously with using like Barbicide, most people use Barbicide. It's actually very helpful, and it's actually a really great course. There were even some things I learned on there. I recommend everybody go ahead and get certified on that Barbicide. You just go to barbicide.com or Google Barbicide certification and it'll come up. They also I think they just did a COVID-19 one as well. I got that one right after. To do both the courses, it probably took me like an hour max, if it even took that long. But it was really helpful, and it's a really good thing that you have this so your clients do feel safe, and when they come in they can see that. And it's nice to know that people take an interest in hygiene and not always just skill, or not always just the money of it, you know what I mean? And it's completely free and it's just worth it. So go ahead and please get Barbicide certified, because it's super helpful. I know I have Fowrish Lashes, but I also have my own personal lash service, which is On Me Lashes, and I know I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently just due to taking that course, and obviously with COVID-19 and everything like that. So let's start talking about new things coming with opening our studios. Okay, so one of the first things I do want to talk about is traffic. So a lot of the times, I know even for me, I would have busy days where I'd be like back to back on clients, and I think that's something that's definitely gonna have to change. I mean, we're all busy and like we want the clients and we want to have a steady flow, but I think now we need to make sure we're taking enough time. I mean, obviously we were sanitizing before and things like that, but now we need to make sure we're taking enough time in between clients to do a proper sanitization with our station along with our tools. I think something like giving yourself maybe half an hour in between each client to kind of make sure you got new gloves, you have a new mask, your area is clean, you've washed your hands, you sanitized your bed, you if you have like disposable sheets or anything like that, you take them off, you get a new one, your tweezers are sanitized. Basically just start over, you know what I mean? Sometimes, I mean, like, we're supposed to do that anyways, but a lot of times those things are overlooked, and I just want to emphasize that right now these things cannot be overlooked, especially what we're going through right now, and if we want to go back to lashing. So definitely make sure you have enough time in between clients. And another thing kind of piggybacking off of that is when we have clients coming in now, I know sometimes we would keep our, the clients would come in and then they'd wait. That being said, I guess that's more so for home studios. I'm a home studio. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure my clients wait in their car. I don't want to have more than one person in my studio, especially just like passing. And then that's the other thing too, is when your clients there, sometimes you don't get to sanitize as well as you would if they weren't there sitting right in front of you. So definitely make sure that you give yourself enough time. If your client does come early, please let them wait outside. They can just kind of chill there for a little bit while you get everything together. Then another thing we want to talk about is making sure that your clients are well aware of what you're doing. So make sure that they know that things are sanitized. You can't always sanitize everything in front of them, so just make sure they're aware that, you know, you're taking precautions and things like that, because, you know, clients like to know they're in a safe environment. That being said too, it is something that I want to do is just make sure that, I mean, everyone should be doing this, is making sure that your client along with you are both wearing masks, because obviously your mask is meant to protect others from you. So vice versa, you want to make sure your client's protecting themselves, or protecting me or anyone around me from them. We don't know what they have, they don't know what we have. You want to make sure everyone's safe on their part, and keep it that way. So that's a huge thing. Make sure they are wearing a mask and you are wearing a mask. If you want to get your clients to bring masks, that's fine. You know, just let them know you need to bring a mask to have an appointment, but also make sure you do have extra masks at home, just in case maybe the client didn't bring a mask, they forgot, or something happened to it, whatever the case is. So just make sure you have extras just in case, but you can just tell your clients, you know, bring your mask along with you. Another thing we want to talk about is, a lot of times a part of your lashing area is like your bed setup, having like a nice blanket and like your pillow and everything like that, and it looks so pretty and everything. I think that's something that's definitely have to change as well. We do want to make sure that everyone's being sanitary, so if your client is one that gets cold, make sure they're bringing their own blanket and taking it home with them. Before, I mean, I used to do it too. I had my own blanket. I would wash it every day, because obviously you cannot wash a blanket between every single client, because that's crazy, unless you use multiple blankets. But I would wash mine at the end of the day, and now that's just not sanitary. So we're gonna make sure that we are not providing the blankets, the clients are providing the blankets and taking them home. I think that's a really helpful tip, and not everyone needs it, it's just certain people. So you know what, and then start jotting down the things you want to change. Yeah, and then you can just kind of put together all the new rules you want to implement, and then you can send out like a nice text message with everything that you changed and all the new rules you have and you want to implement, just making sure all your clients are aware and there's no surprises, right? You don't want to turn away a client, especially in this scenario. You just want to make sure that everybody's safe. I think something else we do want to make sure we emphasize is making sure your clients, it's such a random thing or something you might not even want to bring up, but just make sure your clients try to go to the bathroom before they come to their appointment. I know for me, I have my clients come to my house, and it's my home bathroom that they have to use, and I am going to start trying to make sure my clients go to the bathroom beforehand so they don't have to use my bathroom at home. I'm also going to try to, because like I said, it's a home studio, but I'm going to try to use a separate entrance through my garage, so that way they don't even have to come upstairs in my home. I do have like my mom and my niece comes here and my family's here, and you know, nobody wants to get sick, right? That's just the way it is. So less contact or less movement around the home is probably better. So well, it is better. So really just trying to minimize the area that you use in your house will be a lot easier. And obviously this is for home studios, not for salons or anything like that. It's a little bit different for them, but they would also implement new rules as well, such as maybe one client in at a time. Same thing, like wait in your car. You don't want people waiting in the same waiting room. You don't want people kind of close to each other. It's just trying to eliminate as much contact as you possibly can. I saw something that said minimize talking, just because you don't want to kind of have, I mean, they say that it's through the mouth, right? So all the germs in their mouth are going back and forth. Obviously that's why we wear a mask, but to take further precaution would be to minimize talking. I know sometimes it's a little hard. I know for me too, when I see my clients, I haven't seen them in so long. You have this great relationship with your clients, and you guys are probably going to talk each other's ear off. So at least try to minimize that as much as you can, at least for now. Just try to keep it at a minimal conversation at least. But that was a really good tip too, but I know it's going to be a little bit difficult for some people. Yeah, these are just some quick rules to start thinking about, start implementing. These are some that we thought of that we liked. I know there's a few pictures going around of new rules people are implementing. These are the ones that we think are like the most important right now, but of course there's other rules, and obviously different rules apply to different people, different areas, all that kind of stuff. So just start working on new rules for your business and new rules for your clients, and then start putting that out as quickly as possible. Even if you can't take clients right now, it's actually a really good time to start letting them know that there will be some new rules coming, just so they're prepared for that. Yeah. Yeah, this was just a quick video on what I like. I mean, I'm personally going to be doing these things too, so I thought it'd be a good way to a good time to share this stuff with my fellow lash techs, and or anybody really just owning a salon and trying to get back into the groove of things, right? But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Hope that this is something that we can all get through very, very soon, and things will get better. And I mean, we just have to get used to a new normal. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with something new next time. Bye.